When I was in 6th grade, my mother told me, the dentist said it ain't gonna matter if you brushed your teeth or not. They're so bad, they're gonna rot from the inside out. So I stopped brushing them. My parents had already lost most of their teeth before I was born. They were too young to know how to teach anyone else to not make their mistakes. When they used to visit me on Sundays, it was always so much easier to just bring me candy than to have a conversation. I already had a mouthful of cavities before I graduated high school. In college, my front teeth started to break. How do you greet the world with a smile when your reflection feels foreign to you? When your body feels more like an abandoned house with broken windows than a home, you're haunted by the ghost of your former self, and the simple act of eating dinner with friends or family makes you cringe. Over the years, chewing became like trying to fix your car with rubber wrenches, if the wrenches could feel pain. So I stopped eating my favorite foods. I'd wake up with blood in my mouth. I was terrified of anyone seeing my teeth, so I would never look at them when I talked. How could I do anything to fix it when the thought of opening my mouth to anyone felt like submitting to the other kind of cavity search? And who would ever want to see that? I certainly didn't want to look at that rotting orifice on my face in the mirror every day. There's no looking on the bright side when there's no batteries in your spirit's flashlight. We can only shine as bright as our darkest secret. But I think somewhere deep down in the Denton, I always knew that my writing would be my path to reclaim my crowns. No matter how long, lonely, or depressed I ever got, even if I couldn't face people, I knew that my words still mattered. I still always had a pen, and paper always listens. But when my third front tooth broke off, I could no longer enunciate. Losing your voice as a poet is such an abstract existential predicament. It's like a perpetual game of telephone that makes less sense every round, where even your body language feels silenced. There's no easy answer, especially if you're poor. Every tooth you lose is like losing another consonant from the alphabet, and even when you get them back, there's still a part of you missing. My smile took 2.5 years of a team of student dentists rebuilding my mouth tooth by tooth as fast as I could save to afford it. It took finding the courage to finally tell people my story. It took fundraisers and bake sales and not writing about anything but my mouth in a blog for 2 years. Only to realize that even when your smile has been physically fixed, that you still can't just magically find it whenever you want to. That even babies know how to smile, but as an adult you have to learn it again, just like breaking your leg because your face just doesn't have the muscle memory anymore. If only there was a smiling academy, surely you'd get a scholarship, but there isn't. All you can do is practice in a mirror with a face that isn't yours and teeth that you weren't born with, trying to convince your mouth that they're good enough for the job they were hired for, even though they have no experience. I still can't smile as easily as I could as a child, but I can eat whatever I want, and I no longer live in fear of anyone looking at my mouth. And if I need help, you better believe I ask for it, even more than I asked my family for candy as a kid. And if I see someone with a cavity, I do my best to show my work for the 20 years of math it took me to finally calculate the high cost of learning to smile all over again and prove to them that it was worth it.